unselfish play. That unselfishness became contagious. Ty Lawson showing you he's got some ups to go with that speed.
Gallinari with the crossover.
What is up, Nuggets fans? Denver Nuggets fan 2 back here again to do my game recap for the Denver Nuggets 109-92 win over the Phoenix Suns here a couple days ago. A great win for us. Finally, after that, we ended that 5-game losing streak with a win over the Pacers. We got another win here against the Suns, so it was good to see us put a couple wins together and get a nice win at home and end that losing streak at home and move to 17-12. With this win. Had a real good shooting night. We were 51% from the field. You love seeing that. I thought we did a good job all night of attacking the basket and really forcing the issue offensively. We were only 29% though from the three-point line and only 73% from the free throw line. We did miss 9 free throws. Obviously, you don't like seeing that. We just got to find a way to knock down our free throws at a more consistent rate and shoot a higher percentage from the free throw line. Suns, on the other hand, really struggled shooting from the field. They were 33% from the field, 37% from the three-point line, 89% from the free throw line. Just a pretty average shooting night from the Suns. I thought defensively you can't really ask for anything more out of our guys to hold the Suns to 33% shooting from the field. That's a pretty damn good outing. So all in all, a pretty solid effort and pretty solid performance from us. There was a lot of good things in this game that we did. We had 25 fast break points. Thought we did a great job of running all over the Suns here, getting easy buckets in transition and really forcing the issue in terms of forcing the tempo and forcing the Suns to play at our speed, and I thought that led to us getting so many buckets in transition. We had 13 steals, did a good job of being active defensively and getting in the Suns' passing lanes. We forced 21 turnovers here in this game, which you love seeing. I thought defensively we were real active all night, and we had 28 points off of those turnovers. That's a huge number, and that's really when we're at our best, is getting those points off of turnovers and capitalizing on our opposition's mistakes. Did a phenomenal job of that here, and a lot of that was set up with us just being active defensively and playing with a lot of energy, rotating well, and then getting those loose balls and then getting out in transition and getting points off of turnovers. We outscored the Suns 54-24 in the paint. I thought interiorly we dominated this game. Perimeterly, I thought our defense was pretty solid for the most part, but it definitely could have been better. But our interior defense was great. Did a great job of protecting the rim. Really didn't allow the Suns to get any easy buckets at all for the most part, and really just dominated inside once again. You love seeing that. Had 13 blocks, like I said, did a good job of protecting the rim, and we had 10 offensive rebounds. I thought a couple of our guys did a great job on the glass. Bird was phenomenal. I thought Koufos was pretty good on the glass as well, and even Faried and getting some offensive rebounds, which led to some second chance possessions for us and a second chance point opportunities for us, which is a big deal. So I thought all in all, a lot of positives to take out of this game, and I thought just a great performance by our squad. There was a couple of bad things though here in this game that I didn't like. We did have 19 assists, which is okay, but I would like to see us utilize some better ball movement, play more as a team offensively, but still I think you live with the 19 assists. That's still a solid number. We did give up 18 offensive rebounds, so while we did have 10 offensive rebounds and you like us getting second chance points and getting second chance possessions offensively, we did do a good job of limiting the Suns on the offensive glass. I mean, 18 offensive rebounds, giving up that's a ridiculous number. I thought we could have done a little better job of keeping the Suns off the offensive glass and limiting them to one shot a couple times. But defensively, like I said, all in all, pretty good outing for us. And we did have 26 turnovers. That's been a reoccurring issue for this group, is just turning the ball over at a really high rate. You just can't do that on a consistent rate and expect to win a lot. So that's something we really got to sharpen up and be more precise with our passing, not be so careless with the ball and not make so many mental errors and little mistakes. I mean, 26 turnovers, that's a lot of mistakes. So that obviously was frustrating to see. Gave up 18 points off the turnovers. Those turnovers actually got the Suns back in the game. So didn't like seeing that. But for the most part, I was pretty happy with the performance here against the Suns. Looking at some individual performances here, starting with Arron Afflalo. Another good game out of Aaron. He finished with 20 points, a steal, and a block, with 7-11 from the field, 2-4 from the three-point line, 4-7 from the free throw line. Obviously, we'd like to see Afflalo shoot better from the free throw line. But all in all, it was a great outing for Afflalo. I thought defensively he was pretty solid, played with good energy all game, did a good job of attacking the basket and knocking down some three-point shots. And like I said, I've said before, that Arron Afflalo is starting to get his confidence back. He's starting to get his legs underneath his jump shot and starting to to just kind of get back in a rhythm and be his usual self, and had another great game here for us to get 20 points on 11 shots. You love seeing that. You love seeing him shoot 50% from the three-point line in this game, and you love seeing him attack the basket. I thought he did a real good job of that all game, and just all in all played great and played with a sense of confidence, which has, I think, been missing from his game this season. So I like seeing that once again. Ty Lawson had another great outing. He finished with 17 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. It was 6 of 7 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. I mentioned this in my game recaps through the losing streak, because one thing that Ty wasn't doing real well was he wasn't being efficient offensively, and he wasn't attacking the basket, and he just wasn't playing real well offensively. He was once again here really efficient. He was efficient in the Pacers game. He was really efficient here against Phoenix to get 17 points on 7 shots. You love that. That's super efficient. And he got to the foul line 6 times. I thought he did a good job for the most part of trying to get to the basket and being aggressive. But for the most part, Ty was shooting jump shots in this game. He's pulling up to the key or the elbow or the free throw line, and he just kept hitting jumper after jumper. Got a lot of good looks and took advantage of that. So I was real happy with Ty's performance. Thought he was real solid on the defensive end, and just was really efficient. That's something that's been kind of missing from his game the last several games, is being efficient. But this game and the game against Indiana, he's starting to become more efficient, and was also solid with the 5 assists. You like seeing that, and you just really love seeing the 17 points on 7 shots. Birdman probably had his best game of the year. He finished with 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 blocks off the bench. He was 6 of 9 from the field here, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. As I mentioned before, was pretty darn good on the glass. Was real happy with Bird's effort there. Had a couple offensive rebounds in this game, and defensively just did a great job of running out in transition and getting some blocks in transition. Had a big block on Robin Lopez where it looked like Lopez had an open dunk, but Bird did a great job of hustling and was able to catch up to Lopez on the break and just swatted the hell out of the ball. You love seeing the 6 blocks, and then the 16 points is great, and shot well from the field. Did a good job of just staying by the rim and being around the rim and being active and getting those easy shots and putbacks. Also had a step back jumper here in this game, did Bird, that he hit, which was funny to see, but it was good to see as well. Just all in all, a great game from Bird. This is the Birdman that I like seeing, and the Birdman that can help us win games. Is the guy that comes in, affects the game defensively, plays with great energy. He's a guy that can get up and down the court, did a great job of running out and on the break, and then just helping defensively. The 6 blocks are great, did a great job of protecting the rim and just giving us a lift and a spark off the bench. That's what we need Bird to do, and I thought I did a great job of that here in this game. Was really happy with Bird's performance. Kenneth Faried had a solid game. He finished with 13 points, 9 rebounds, and a block. He did have 4 turnovers, but that is to be expected with him being a rookie. You're going to see him turn the ball over sometimes, and that just happens. But all in all, I thought it was pretty good. Liked his effort on the glass. Was 4 of 9 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Came out from the get-go in the first quarter and just played with constant energy and great energy. Played with phenomenal effort. That's what you're going to get from Faried every night. I always say it. This is a guy that's going to play 48 minutes at 110%. I mean, he's going to pump up the volume every game. I mean, this is a guy that's never going to give in, and his effort's never going to drop. And I thought he was great here in doing that. Had a great start to this game. There was that play in the first quarter where Ty Lawson just dribbled all the way through the lane, came back up to the three-point line, and then saw Faried wide open. The defense kind of sagged off him and hit him for the alley-oop. That was a great play. And just Faried's playing with energy, and that's what we need from him. Just to play with energy, get rebounds. You love the 9 boards, and just making plays and just hustling, and that's what you really want to see out of Faried, and that's what the guy brings to the table. And I thought he did a great job of making some effort plays and giving us some energy here. And lastly, Kosta Koufos was great as well. He finished with 9 points, 9 rebounds, 5 steals, and 3 blocks. It was 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Don't like seeing Koufos get 10 shot attempts. He shouldn't be shooting that much, but for the most part, I thought Koufos was great. I thought his defense was phenomenal. 5 steals and 3 blocks are great. I thought his help defense was real good. Did a great job of blocking some shots, and the 5 steals are great. Koufos has got really good hands. He's got real active hands. He doesn't get enough credit for that, and I thought he did a great job of showing that off here in this game and causing some steals with the 5 steals he had, and he still loved the 9 points and 9 rebounds. That's good. the 10 shots is a little much for me. I think that's a little too many shot attempts that Koufos is getting. But for the most part, I thought he was great, and his defense was phenomenal once again. For the Suns, Markieff Morris led the way. He finished with 21.6 rebounds, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. Was 8 of 16 from the field and 2 of 4 from the three-point line. Fareed kind of got out on him late a couple times on the rotations, which led Morris wide open a couple times for threes. And Morris also got a couple of his points off offensive rebounds. Got to do a better job of keeping the opposition off the glass. But he's a real nice player. I think he's got a bright future in this league, and I think he's going to be a good piece for the Suns to look to build on going forward. I really like his game. He's a tough guy, good rebounder, and can shoot it. So I was real impressed with him. I think he's got a bright future, and I thought he played real well here against us. He's also a very good defender. Made some nice plays defensively. Michael Redd had a solid game, 20.6 rebounds, finished 7 of 15 from the field, 3 of 6 from the three-point line. Really caught fire there in that second quarter. But besides that, I thought Afflalo was pretty good on Michael Redd, forced him into some tough possessions offensively and some tough contested shots. But he caught fire in that second quarter and made some good plays. I really feel bad for Michael Redd because at one point he was one of the best players in the league, and obviously knee injuries kind of derailed his career. So I hope the guy stays healthy, and I hope he can kind of maybe have a resurgence there in Phoenix because he's a great guy. He's a great player. Just injuries have kind of hurt his career. And lastly, for the Suns, Marcin Gortat finished with a double-double. He had 10 points, 14 rebounds, a steal and a block, but was only 4 of 13 from the field. As I mentioned before, Koufos' defense was great. Forced a couple turnovers on Gortat's part. That's why Koufos had 5 steals, and I thought Koufos did a great job of just kind of bothering Gortat. Did a great job of kind of just getting a hand up every time Gortat would try to shoot the ball or get something from within the post, and just contesting every shot. I thought Koufos did a great job of that and just playing physical defense, and that's what you want to see out of Koufos. And he really forced Gortat to take some tough shots and force him into a poor shooting night. Like I said, Gortat was only 4 of 13 from the field. So great win for us. Really, great team effort. I love the overall effort from everyone. Got a lot of contributions from a lot of different guys. That's when we're at our best, when we're beating teams and playing as a team. So I loved the effort here. I thought it was a great win, great performance, and we moved to 17-12 with this win.